morning, sir. So
And
this is a brilliant project. Our client is like Fluorescent. The company name is Fluorescent. And there is the requirement of dynamic data table, which they want on their account page, record page. So for that, they approach us, to Mom Relaunch to make that dynamic data table. So me and Archana, we both work on that. So for that, I'm just sharing my screen now. Yeah, so we named this project as a brilliant project. And me, Manjari Pal and Archana Singh, we both work on it. So first of all, when we are in our first client meeting, client gave us the requirement. And according to that, we did all our work. Here, what we are presenting is the project overview, whatever task we have done there and what we achieved there, what are its impacts and benefits, what challenges we face there and how we make it solutions, and what we learn new and what are the best practices. And we will give you the presentation here. And after that, whatever questions you guys want to ask us, we will be there to answer that. Yeah, next slide.
Next, okay.
Yeah. So in this project, to make a dynamic data table, we used LWC, and we used like data loader to import the data, and Apex classes, and we use test class here also. So first of all, Archana, go to next slide, please. Yeah, so the task what we have here is to display a dynamic data table on record page, having 25 records per page, and each record should contain its product name, quantity, unit, total amount, and for 3 consecutive years, we have to show this, like the name of the product, its quantity, and its amount. And also at the last, we have to show the difference of the amount of the 2 consecutive years. Suppose we took like 3 years, 21, 22, 23. Then for 21, 22, we need to show only the amount and quantity and the product name. But for 22 and 23, again, we have to make the difference of the amount, what the sale they have done. We need to make show the difference and its percentage. So yeah, Archana, go next. First of all, after our first meeting and second meeting, we gathered the information. Then we did some designing. So this design, like this invoice detail, this is the dynamic data table, which we show our client that if he wants this kind of a structure of the table or not. So yeah, he said, yes, all these values are hard-coded. Then we accordingly, means according to this design, we implement the dynamic values. So here, first of all, like to implement this dynamic data table, we use LWC. For that, we need Visual Studio Code. So we download it and we don't know about how to work on it. So it's all new for both of us. We just started it with the help of YouTube videos and all. And in LWC also, that's completely new for us. So we learned LWC, that we use HTML for front end and JavaScript for backend. And this JavaScript will communicate with our Apex class, which we write on our developer console, and we can write it on Visual Studio Code as well. And then to display the records on record page or whatever page you want, home page, app page, record page, for that we use XML. And this is the part of LWC, HTML, JavaScript, and XML. This is all complete LWC bundle, we call it. Then again, we face a very big challenge here as our client, Brilliant. Earlier, it is connected with DB Sync. From there, he is taking subscription of QuickBook and all. So the data is integrated through DB Sync only. But when we start working on this project, when we're writing query to fetch the data for year 21 or 22, we are not getting any data. So a lot of time we spend on this. Then finally, we come to know that their subscription is expired and there is no integration with DB Sync of this Fluorescent company. So Then we asked to client whether he wants to he is interested to take the subscription with DB-Sync or not. So he said no. Then we use data loader to import all the data. He provides us that data in XML form, and then we upload all that data through data loader. And this particular job, the process work is completely done by Archana only. She did so much hard work to import this data with data loader, and it took like a lot of time also. And then yeah, then when we write our Apex class and write all the LWC work, then the project was working fine. Data table is working fine. Then we have to deploy our code. For that, we need to write our test class that it should be give 75% code coverage minimum. So we work on test class and it was giving around almost 100% code coverage. When all these work is going on successfully work on the account page, then we use change set to deploy all these LWC bundle Apex class to the production. Archana, next slide. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Archana, you carry on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for that, after doing so much work, so what did we achieve? Actually, it didn't come in one page. So when we go to the account page of this Brilliant, they wanted, like, when we click on any account, there are many accounts. So after clicking on this Camfill, they should see this. So we, through data table, we brought up the product name. This is from product object. We brought up this quantity and unit measures, and this is coming from invoice line and invoice, and this account is coming from account object. So there were like, in one object we are gathering information from other three objects also. That's why it was very difficult for the query. Like, we did it by using query. So these, they wanted for all past 3 years, like 2021, 2022, and this current year. This quantity is, if you see, this is quantity of last year, but year to date. Today is what date is today? If it's 11th month and 28th date. So they wanted the quantity or price of same date of last year. So there, for this, we applied another query, and so that they can compare this quantity with this current year to date. And this reference is also year to date quantity, like, from current year minus last year, and difference is also same, and they wanted the percentage also. And this, after so much work done, we finally, client approved this table. This was the achievement for us. And what are the impacts and benefit of this work? So client is able to see, they wanted, once they will click on the account object, they don't want to go anywhere else, they don't want to click on the tabs. They wanted to see the dynamic data of particular account of their sales. Like, they have sold 100 products, but 100 products, quantity of 100 products, and amount of 100 products for particular product for a particular account of last 3 years. The And they were able to see the total amount of their sales of last 3 years and difference of the amount of the last 2 years. And the client was able to use the data loader. We actually told them to how to use the data loader. Uh, we taught them basically for uploading data, because earlier they were using the connector DB-Sync for connecting their QuickBook with the Salesforce, and they ended up the subscription, and they didn't want to spend money. Then we came up with this using the data loader. For that data loader, they have to load the data manually, either weekly or monthly. So we taught them how to use the data loader in the future. And this was the impact and benefits. And what were the challenges and solutions? basically for both of us it was very new project, and everything was challenging for coming up with the new ideas. If you go for the this uploading the data uploading was very tough, because we are gathering uh, all three in one object. We had to import other three objects data. So what we had to do, like, first we had to upload the data in accounts, then we get the ID, then we had to upload the data in invoice, then invoice line. So it was very tough for the, if we have 20,000 data, 20,000 records. So it was very challenging. And for query wise also it was very challenging, because we were gathering last 3 years our data with different years, with sometimes with the, if we are taking last year data with year to date also. So it was very challenging for Visual Studio also. It took a while to started working on that. Then I believe we had some issues with test class also, because we never worked on the test class. This whole project was very new and learning for us. We are glad we did this project together. So earlier, you can say that earlier client had the DB Sync subscription for integration between QuickBook and the Salesforce. Later, they decided not to continue with DB Sync. Then we decided to use the data loader and mapping of invoice lines, as we know that as I told you that, we had to map the three objects with one object. So it was also very challenging. Then authorization of the brilliant project. We were using the JavaScript first time, so it was also very challenging. And same with the SQL query for the retrieving all data in one table. We used almost 5 to 6 queries in that, into bringing the data. And new learnings and best practices. Manjari, can you
Yeah, sure.
continue?
Yeah, thank you. So, everything is new for us. LWC, data loader, test class, VS Code, all these things are new. So we really enjoyed to work on this, and we learned a lot of things. So, and how to gather the information from the client, designing accordingly, and then manage the time to complete the requirement on time. Then also one thing, first in our first 2 3 meetings, the main client is there, Darren. We communicate with him and gather the information. Then another, his teammate, actually, team lead, he was always connecting with us. And then again, a new member of their team came, and we talked to her also. So yeah, we lot of time we are communicating with the stakeholders. So it's also a good experience. And for this project, we always maintain our timesheet, like what we have done in this week. um, and yeah, lot of practices of scrum, like daily stand-up calls. 2 hours we will spend in this particular project daily. So all these things we learned here. And also, like, to complete this project, we go through a lot of sites on YouTube. And the first site here is GitHub, but this is provided to us by alumni of MR only. So first we use this one. Then according to our need, we go through and to YouTube and all videos, and then we complete this. So it's really yeah, good learning for both of us.
So if we go to the accounts and we click like any account, so they wanted to see their table here, and this is how data is coming. They wanted 25 records per page. We added first, previous, next, and last page also. If we go to the last page, here are 64 records. And this whole table is showing every data what they want to see in the account page. So this account has different products, this product, this product. So that's why it was very challenging. We had to merge up like for query, we needed to bring up the data from three objects. This was this is our hard work.
Oh my
Basically,
God, it's
we yeah,
brilliant.
we learned
The
a
name
lot.
says it all.
Yeah, actually, client's idea, like he wanted this comma after this one. He wanted the small things, this dollar sign. Here we needed to, in everything he needed here percentage. Last 1 week it was like that. They do give us their requirement, and this is how we did it.
Wow, awesome, awesome.
Okay, can we start Q&A right now?
Yeah, let's open up to any questions anybody has for Archana and Manjari. And Sanjay, if you have any questions, any feedback on the technical side, any questions regarding the technicalities, please ask them.
I'm speechless actually. It's very good as a learner development. As you guys did very good. That is what I have right now in my mind.
Yeah, if no question. So I am also impressed, like as you mentioned in this project, you have learned a lot of things. And I can see like you did front-end development through LWC, you did back-end development through Apex and all, and data loader also, then deployment also. So like for a beginner, or if you want to work on a project as a consultant, so all these things are very important, right? You should know each and everything. And I think after implementation, you did some testing also. And as you
Yes.
said, you discussed things with client, understood the requirement. So it covers the business analyst part. So I think you almost covered each and everything. So that is great. And I am impressed, like you got this opportunity to work on this project and understood lots of things. Just one question I want to ask. The data table which you created through LWC. So you were saying like it is dynamic data table. So I just want to understand how like it is dynamic. Can you show me that in the org? Just want to understand like how it is dynamic in nature.
They are dynamic
Yeah,
in nature until unless we upload the data weekly.
Okay.
This data, it's not in production because we don't have access of that right now. So because they wanted, like they have quick big data, so they wanted to see this. So we didn't had any like subscription. DB Sync is not there. So we gave them this idea, then they can upload weekly data here. So if they will upload any other data, so this quantity of this year to date, it will change.
Okay.
It
So
will change. Mhm.
once we upload the data, it will automatically refresh.
Yeah, it will automatically change. It's year to date one because we are uploading this current year, current month, yeah, current week data, and difference amount, quantity, and difference percentage. These section will change.
and
And this
also
is
earlier, yeah, we were planning for inline editing, but
Mhm.
then client said that his requirement is this only.
So this
Yeah,
this whole table you implemented through Lightning Web Component, right?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, that is great. And this prod name is like record name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Product name.
It's a product name.
product name. Okay, so it is a record, product record, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
this product name is coming from product, but this quantity and price, it is coming from invoice object.
Okay, yeah, impressive. One thing also you can do, like on these prod names, we can have hyperlinks. If we click on particular record, so automatically it will redirect to that particular record. But I think if client is okay, so our job is done. Yeah, this is perfect. And one suggestion for MR team, like this can become a POC as well for others, like the same requirement anybody can implement in the developer org also. So this use case is very good and it is simple as well. So whatever data they like loaded from external system to Salesforce so that we can have an Excel sheet. So someone can upload that data into Salesforce, and through LWC, they can showcase it on the UI. So it can be used as a POC for the beginners to practice on development side.
Hi Archana, hi Manjari. I'm Girisha, newbie in MR. This is an awesome presentation and I really appreciate the work you have done here. I have one doubt though, like in my previous project I was working on, I couldn't upload the data with the commas using Data Loader. It was throwing me out and gave me so many pop-up blockers and everything. So how did you work around with that? The comma and the
You
amount?
need to remove the comma.
Then how did you get it here with the Data Loader? Because the data uploaded here
No,
is
no, no, no. These one we put it in through
JavaScript.
JavaScript
Yes.
later.
okay. So
For
you
uploading, you need to remove the comma. After that, we added everything $sign comma here in JavaScript.
oh okay, okay. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you guys. It's really an amazing work.
Thanks, Archana. Thanks, Manjari. Thanks for the wonderful presentation. And guys, yeah, like Archana and Manjari said, they had put in a lot of effort, a lot of hard work. The client was very picky, very choosy about a lot of things. He used to come back to us every now and then and say, no, I don't like this, I don't like that, I want this change, I want that change. So both of them had actually put in up a lot of effort here, and they actually worked on everything that the client had asked for. They gave him everything according to his specifications, and the end result is right in front of you guys. And they were really very happy with the effort at the time and how the entire project was delivered to them. So they were very happy, and wonderful
So
work by
I
both.
just want to add one more thing. Here in last row, they wanted the grand total also.
Grand total also, yeah.
Yeah, it also took our 2 days. The grand total of quantity and everything. So he was
Yeah,
like, I want the
he was
grand
very
total of
choosy
everything.
about things. Yeah. He was very choosy. He was like, no, I don't like this. I had sent you a sample. It does not resemble the sample. I want this comma over here. This should be a little smaller. This should be a little bigger. So he was like really, really choosy, and they were very patient and very calm with him. And when they delivered the result at the end of the project, he was really, really happy with how the end result came out to be. So wonderful work done by both of them.
Congratulations, Archana and Manjari. It was
Yeah. Thanks, Maria.
I had the opportunity of being with you in some meetings, and it was not easy. Yeah, so congratulations. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria. You were
And
also very supporting.
Yeah, all the
And I hope
time.
this presentation, I believe this presentation also helped you both to put together all the learnings and realize how much you have done. So, the career gap is not there anymore after this project.